Hi, Tyler. Thank
Hey.
you so much for sitting down with me today. I have had so many people reach out to me just recently because of your video that went viral in everybody's inbox. And so today I feel like we just needed to sit down and talk about what you actually did, because I had so many people be like, Lesley, that video was awesome, but he didn't share with us exactly how he did it and what he did step by step. So today, in today's chat with you, I really want to be able to break it down, and then just if you could share with everybody first, like your accomplishments, your success by using command and campaigns, and then we'll walk everybody through how you did it. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I'd be happy to
Awesome.
share.
And then Tyler, just a little bit about you. Tell the crowd who you are and kind of your background of real estate.
Yeah, so I actually I moved to Colorado in 2015, so I've not been here very long. But when I moved here, I was actually working for Zillow, selling marketing. But so online marketing and background has always been my background. But really, all that accomplished was I was excited about building a big business, and Keller Williams was the opportunity to do that. So pretty quickly, I started marketing, started generating online leads for myself, and started growing a team, growing a business. Last year, we did just over $2 million in GCI and about 250 units, something like that. We have locations in Littleton and in Tempe, Arizona. So this year, we're pushing for $3 million in GCI and 300 units is what we're pushing towards. So
Wow.
we've always had a background, or online leads and online marketing has always been a pillar of our business, but we've always been looking for ways to bring it in-house, to have control, to not pay other people to do it, and to get it cheaper and more effective. And the more we heard about Command, the more we got excited. This was finally the simple, easy button for us owning it and us taking control. And so when COVID started and when everything happened there, we had no more excuses. We decided it was time to go all in, start running ads on campaigns and see what could happen. So that's kind of led us up to this point.
That is amazing. I just am like taking that all in. I mean, you went from just your whole background from Zillow to just like the aha. What kind of, and can I just ask you this, like what took you to the place of like, oh my gosh, I need to change and this needs to change? What did something happen?
Yeah, I mean, it was so Gary Keller brought lots of different agents in for labs when they were first building the technology, and he kind of presented his vision. So I got to actually go to Austin, Texas, and sit down with Gary in a room of 20 people or less, and really more than just the technology he was building, he explained the vision behind it. And I think the most important thing I got from that is my non-negotiable now is I just cannot build my business on other people's platforms. Like I can't, like, meaning like I can't build my business on platforms that I don't trust, that I know aren't fully with me, that I don't have control over directing. So like with KW, it's a platform I'm building my business on, but it's an agent-owned, corporation. Like, and so like if I want something to change, I go to the other agents, and the AOC committee changes it. Like that's something I feel good about. But buying leads from a company like Zillow, I saw it firsthand where the ROI just dropped and there was nothing I could do about it. I used to work there. I was in the best graces of anybody. And when I went to try to go negotiate my bill, it was a no thank you, right? And I've seen it with every platform we've ever tried to buy leads on, even referral networks. Like they would just, if they wanted to change things in a second, they could change things. And then if I had my entire business built on that, it could crumble. So I was convicted after that meeting that I needed to build my business on something that I controlled, on a platform that was scalable. And so that's exactly what we started doing. So
Yes, that is so awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get right into it, shall we? Let's talk about how you did it. Let's talk about like your best performing ad, and should we just walk people through and what those steps look like? Does that sound good?
Totally. So I'm
Sweet.
gonna hope to kind of hit the easy button, because I'll just show you guys exactly like my recent like best performing ad and what it looks like. I would just say up until this point, we just tried a lot of things and failed at a lot of things. And I had Lesley help me with stuff, and like I had weeks where I got 0 leads, and I was like, what's going on? But the reality is, when I really started listening and implementing, things really started working the right way. So probably easiest if I just show you one of the most recent ads that I created, and then show you exactly how to do it. So let me share my screen here. So what I've done here in Commands is I just duplicated my most recent successful campaign. So I'll show you exactly the details, and then after I'm done, I'll go back to the main screen and I can show you the results that I got from this. So right up here, I started with advertised listing is the goal of it. That's where I started. And then I just went in, I selected our most recent listing from our team. So I selected this listing in Bailey. That was one of our listings. So I grabbed it and just automatically uploaded it to the listing. You can do that really quickly by just in here searching for listings. And I would encourage you, if you're not a big team or you don't have a bunch of listings, like just reach out to another KW associate and ask if you can advertise their listing. We've had people do that for our listings. You know, they get free exposure and you get leads. And so we've used other people's listings as well. So so if you come down here, the next part, so we connected that listing, so we had all the information from the MLS directly. The next part is just configuring the ad. So specifically looking at this copy text, what we've seen and learned is that emojis matter. I'm not really an emoji guy. I don't really use emojis that much, but emojis matter. Like they're important. And so we basically just copied off. Most of this is verbatim that we never change. So this first part, fire, just listed with an exclamation point. Like all my most successful ads start off just like that, right? Now for this home, because it was a mountain retreat, I changed this first thing, which is looking for that perfect mountain retreat. You know, I wanted to think, you know, marketing is nothing but empathy. So just think through, what are people wanting? How are people feeling, right? And so in Denver, I know that a lot of people like to live in the mountains. They like that idea of that retreat in the mountains. So looking for that perfect mountain retreat. And then this is verbatim language that I don't change. Fall in love with a little emoji face there. And then we add something about the home. So one quick line about the home. With the gorgeous deck and expansive views. This is not the time to be super detailed. Don't explain everything the home has. Just like hint at it so that they'll click for more information. And that's what this last part is that we never change. Click for more info with the pointing down emoji and the little house emoji. So
can I just say something real quick? I love the simplicity of, you know, your content and the use of emojis, because emojis do matter. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's a great value proposition for any seller that's out there, right? Like, not only are we're all trying to capture leads, but we're also here to show, like, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, whoever's selling the home, you know, that we're going to be able to capture all these leads. And guess what? We don't have to write a novel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Totally. And I think the thing I've heard from a lot of people is, are you doing this successfully to advertise your listings? And I think the problem is, if you start there thinking you have some obligation to put all the information about the listing up front, you may not accomplish the most effective thing, which is the best thing you can do to advertise your listing is to get people to click on the link and to register. If you get to call them and tell them about it, and if they don't want that, you can move on. So I really want to make sure, you know, some people may put the listing of the address and they may put all this other stuff, but if I put the address right here, they just go Google it. They'll just go look it up on Zillow. They don't know the address. They have to come to our website on command to see it. So, and then even down here, when you do your headline, that's what shows up right here. And so I want to put something there that's going to catch their attention. What's something that everyone would want? A mountain home under $400,000. Well, in Denver, under $400,000 is pretty rare. This happens to be a mountain property under $400,000. So I put it just like that. And then the last thing is this description. Now, the beautiful thing about this is where you can be a little bit more wordy, because only part of it will go on the ad. Sometimes some of it goes on the ad. Sometimes you only see it when you click to the next page of the ad. So this is where I'm a little bit more wordy and say, this is the perfect mountain getaway for someone looking to escape the city, listed at only $370. This would make a great first home, forever home, or anything in between. In fact, you could just copy the first 2 lines of your listing description if you want and paste it in there. We've done that sometimes. So
love it.
So that's the ad copy. It doesn't have to be hard. Literally copy this, put it in a Word document, paste it in every ad, and just change some slight wording, like maybe looking to upgrade, looking for your first home, whatever fits the property, just change a little bit of the wording and it'll work. Same thing here. If I'm advertising like a listing in a neighborhood, I may say townhome under $300,000 in Thornton or something, like keep that same general theme there.
Cool.
So the next part's pretty simple. I won't necessarily walk through how to do this, but you can click here and you can select the images you want. And so a no-brainer for me, but just select the listing you think people are going to ooh and ah at, the picture that people are going to ooh and ah at the most. With this home, it's clearly this view off the deck. But I have a townhome ad that I built where the outside was just not that great. Like, it just looks like a box, but the inside is staged and gorgeous updates. So I only did interior photos. So just choose a photo people are actually going to like. It's going to draw their attention. The only other thing I will say is we uploaded our logo here, and we actually do a white background logo instead of a clear background logo, because we found at times the clear doesn't work and then it pops up as black, and that's not as eye-catching. So I'd encourage you to do a white background logo. It stands out. So we don't include ownership statement. We save that. Now the next thing is the ads themselves. This is where we get the most questions on. So I'm going to take you exactly through the interest that we used to get this ad. So you want to use Facebook lead generation form every time, or else you will not capture leads. Use this. Now I didn't do what Lesley told me. I should have selected Instagram story, but instead I selected Instagram ad. Story is the best place to put it because that's where attention is, and you'll connect your Facebook account and select it up there. What we do with the destination is we literally just look up the listing on our KW command site and just copy the URL. So I don't create a custom page or anything like that. I just go look it up, copy that URL, and paste it right in here so it puts them on our site.
So easy. I love it. I know
Yep.
there's like always a lot of questions around, where do I send them? Where do I send them? And I love that you just gave this example, because you don't have to overthink it, you guys. It's just go to your KW website, go type in the address, copy that URL, and paste it. But the really cool thing is that if you really wanted to create a really sweet landing page, you could do so in Designs, and it's super fast. You can go title it, and then you literally pull it into this option where it says or choose landing page. So just wanted to point that out. Cool, thanks.
Yep, and what we love about it is you can basically copy the URL at any point of your KW command website. So if instead of advertising a listing, we have some ads where we say homes under 400,000 in Littleton. And so we actually just on our command site, like pull up a search of Littleton homes under 400,000 and then copy that URL. So instead of going to a listing, they go to a landing page with all the different listings. So you can deliver what you told them you're going to deliver, and it doesn't feel like a bait and switch.
Cool.
So down here, pretty simple. Target a custom audience. We did within 20 miles of Littleton, which is not where the listing is, but it's actually where we are. But a lot of times you can choose 20 miles of the listing itself. We decided to just do 20 miles of where we are. Now here are the exact interests we use. We use, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interests on this one. We didn't go too many, not too few. We use these on every single one: Zillow, Realtor.com, and Trulia. And then 3 from about mortgages, mortgage loans, mortgage calculator, mortgage insurance. I think this gives you a pretty broad audience, and then this could give you intent on people that may actually be close to looking to buy. So those are the interests we do. Now, the last thing that I'll say down here, we decided to run this for 7 days at $30 total. We had been testing $25 over 10 days. And so our most effective, we actually did a little bit more dollar per day. So we did $30 over 7 days. This is extremely vital. Hit use automatic placement for Facebook and Instagram ads. We tried this first one and got nothing. So you want Facebook to decide where they're delivering your ad, not you. If you say distribute evenly, they're going to spend exactly half your money on Instagram and Facebook. And I'd say 90 to 95% of our leads probably come from the Facebook side. So you want Facebook to decide. So then you don't change this, and that's it. Pretty simple.
Wow, so simple.
Now I said that I would tell you my results from that ad. So I will come back here and show you. Right here, over 7 days, we spent $30. We got 26 leads at $1.15 per lead. And what I think is even cooler is 136 people clicked on the link at 22 cents per click, and we had 1,592 people saw our ad on Facebook for only $30. So.
Wow, that's amazing. And I just love how simple it is. And it's not, I feel like most people overthink this process, right? But Command has been built for us to help you all maximize and optimize those campaigns. And like when you all get those lead notifications that come in, isn't it super exciting? You get a notification on Kelly on your phone. You get an
Mhm.
email notification. You get a notification in Command. Oh, look, there's all those notifications. You just caught one. I
Getting leads
love
while we're
it.
talking.
I love it. And then like if you're on a team, you could route all those leads to all of your agents. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Oh,
just so much more that you can do, but thank you so much for sharing. I know people were just like, we need to talk to Tyler. We need to talk to Tyler. So
yeah.
thank you for sharing just like the simple but awesome pieces of advice to help create a really nice ad. And also, I wanted to just share with everybody too that we do have our July 21st event coming up. It's called the Quantum Agent with Nick Baldwin. And Tyler, you're going to be on with us. You're going to share even more.
Yes.
So stay tuned, everyone, for that big event, July 21st. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to noon, and there's going to be Facebook. So Facebook will be on there with us, sharing everything that they know about our partnership with them and some other really awesome panelists. So hope you guys join in. Tyler, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you sharing. I'm sure after I post this video, you're probably going to get even more questions. So just a forewarning there.
That's great. I welcome them. I love chatting with people. Go ahead and feel free to send me a Facebook message or email or whatever you need. I'm always happy to help.
I love it. And then just for the record, how many do you have under contract right now?
Yeah, well, I checked it again today. It keeps going up. We actually have 65 deals under contract currently.
65 deals under contract. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. That's amazing. During a pandemic, you guys. This is during a pandemic.
Yep.
No excuses, right? And I'm sure it's all about the follow-up. We could probably do a whole another interview about that.
Totally. Totally.
All right, Tyler. Well, hey, thanks again for sharing your tips. And reach out to me, guys, at lesleyjackson@kw.com if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.